There's a principle the world's most effective people master, a rule embodied by titans like Oprah Winfrey. They do not set themselves on fire to keep you warm. We've been trained to see that as selfish. That's the mistake. In reality, it's a superpower rooted in our strongest biological instinct, self-preservation. Honestly, this isn't about being cold or cruel. It's about being strategic. Psychologists call it enlightened self-interest, the wise art of prioritizing your own needs, your goals, and your mental health above the endless demands of others. I'm Anya Sage, a psychological astrologer, and that shift is the key to avoiding burnout and building a life of genuine impact. Today, we're counting down the top 5 signs in the Zodiac who are the absolute masters of this art. You'll learn the psychological mechanics behind their so-called selfishness and how to apply their strategies to your own life. We begin our countdown at number 5, with the sign whose self-focus is actually a radical quest for absolute freedom. Any guesses? That sign at number 5 is Aquarius, the Detached Individualist. For Aquarius, this self-focus isn't malicious. It's a non-negotiable quest for freedom. Their core psychological trait is an extreme emotional detachment. They put their personal autonomy and mental space above pretty much all social obligations. Sound selfish? Not to them. Picture this. An Aquarius gets an invitation to a party. The average person's brain instantly floods with social pressure. I should go, or they'll be upset. The Aquarian brain runs a completely different calculation. It's an energy audit. Do I have the social battery for this right now? Will this drain me, or will it energize me? If the answer is drain, the decision is final. End of story. They stay home, guilt-free. They don't see it as letting you down. They see it as holding themselves up. This is the exact opposite of the person who goes out of obligation, ends up drained, and then silently resents you for it. Aquarius simply refuses to participate in that cycle. This is precisely why an Aquarius will skip your birthday party if they don't feel like going, and they won't offer a long apology because, honestly, from their perspective, protecting one's own sanity doesn't require an excuse. But this intellectual detachment of Aquarius is worlds apart from our number 4 sign, where Aquarius detaches to protect their freedom. This next sign digs in, fiercely protecting what's theirs. We're moving from a sign that won't go to your party to a sign that probably won't answer your 3 a.m. crisis call because their own comfort is a resource they guard with their life. That sign, coming in at number 4, is Taurus, the resource guardian. For Taurus, life runs on what I'd call the psychology of resource guarding. They intuitively know their time, their energy, and their physical comfort are finite, precious resources. Their primary strategy for self-preservation, a calm, almost ruthless refusal to be uncomfortable or let their assets get drained by someone else's drama. To make this concrete, picture their energy like a phone battery. Honestly, a Taurus starts the day at 100%, and they are fundamentally unwilling to let another person's poor planning or emotional crisis drag them down to 10%. That charge is reserved for their own priorities, and they guard it fiercely. No apology, no guilt. This brings us to that 3 a.m. crisis call. A Taurus may not answer. It's not a personal attack. It's a strategic calculation. They recognize their sleep hygiene as a critical resource, sacrifice it, and they're rendered depleted and useless, first to themselves and ultimately to you. An exhausted Taurus serves no one, but if Taurus protects their personal assets like a fortress, our number 3 sign operates on a scale that's far more corporate and far more ruthless. For them, life isn't just about protecting a battery. It's about running an entire enterprise. They're climbing a mountain, and they simply cannot afford to carry any dead weight. Coming up next, the sign that treats life like a business. And you might just be an employee. At number 3, we've got Capricorn, the ambitious pragmatist. To a Capricorn, life runs like a corporation. Every relationship is quietly evaluated on a strict cost-benefit basis. They move through the world with relentless, utilitarian ambition. Their self-prioritization isn't born from pettiness. It's hammered out in strategy. In their mind, they're climbing a mountain, and they simply cannot afford to haul any dead weight. This is why a Capricorn will cancel a date to work late without a second thought. Harsh? Honestly, don't take it personally. In their mind, the calculation is crystal clear. That project deadline is a fixed asset, a critical milestone in their 5-year plan with a guaranteed return. The date, a volatile stock with an uncertain ROI. The choice, to them, is purely logical. Their career is the true love of their life. That is the primary relationship that must be nurtured above all to secure their future. But while Capricorn's self-interest is a calculated strategy to build an empire, our number 2 sign believes they were born to rule one. They don't need a plan to be the center of the universe. They simply are. Next, we meet the Zodiac's one true main character. Coming in at number 2, the main character of the Zodiac is, of course, Leo. With Leo, the logic is simple. They are the sun. Everything and everyone is meant to revolve around them. And this isn't coming from malice or cruelty. It's rooted in a powerful, almost healthy kind of narcissism and a strong performative sense of self. They genuinely believe they're the protagonist in the story of life, and they fully expect you to see it that way too. Now, before you write that off as pure arrogance, let's flip the angle. Think of a Leo not as just a person, but as a star performer on a massive stage. The attention they seek, and that's their spotlight. It's the very source of their energy, the fuel that lets them shine so brightly and so confidently. Without that light on them, they don't just feel ignored, they feel powerless. This is why their need for recognition sits above almost everything else. In any conversation, a Leo will smoothly, almost effortlessly, steer the topic back to their own experiences. You'll notice it once you start looking, and if they're not getting the admiration they crave, they're not going to argue or beg for it. They'll just go find a better audience, one that actually appreciates the show. Leo's self-focus is really about managing their energy by commanding an audience. But what if self-interest isn't about strategy, or comfort, or even having people watch you at all? What if it's something far more primal? The number 1 sign on our list operates on a completely different plane. They don't choose to put themselves first. That's their factory setting. They're driven by the very core of the psyche, what psychologists call the ID of the Zodiac. This is self-interest as pure, unfiltered instinct. Stay with me as we reveal who it is. And sitting right here at the core, the id of the Zodiac is Aries. Their self-prioritization is the purest, and in a strange way, the most innocent. Why? Because Aries are the babies of the Zodiac. Psychologically, they're operating straight from the Ida, that primal, instinctual part of the psyche that demands instant gratification. A baby cries when it's hungry. It doesn't pause to wonder whether it's a convenient time for the parent. Aries runs on that same primal, needs-based logic. Their brain is wired for action first, empathy second. And because of that, they often don't even register that they're being selfish. They're simply following the impulse. Honestly, think about it. If an Aries wants the last slice of pizza, they just take it. There's no complex calculation, no malice, like you might see in a Capricorn strategy. A desire appears, and action immediately follows. It's the most honest, unfiltered version of self-interest there is, a raw expression of their will to exist and to get their needs met. So there you have it. From the detached freedom of Aquarius to the primal instinct of Aries. But this ranking brings us to the ultimate question. Are these signs truly selfish, or are they masters of self-preservation? Is this a character flaw we're supposed to fix, or a hidden strength we can all learn from? Stick with me, because in the final moments of this video, I'm not just going to answer that question. I'm going to give you the psychological permission you need to finally put yourself first. That permission comes from one simple, powerful realization. As we've seen from the detached freedom of Aquarius all the way to the primal instinct of Aries, putting yourself first is a strategy. It's a strategy for preserving your energy, protecting your ambition, and making sure your own survival is not negotiable. These signs drill into us the non-negotiable value of setting boundaries and actually honoring our own needs. And this isn't just some astrological theory floating in the sky. It's a core truth lived by people who have mastered the art of public life without losing themselves. The great Oprah Winfrey gave us the ultimate framework when she said, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence, it is self-preservation." So are these signs selfish or are they strong? Honestly, when it's done right, they might be one and the same. Which of these signs do you relate to the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you learned something new about yourself today, hit like and subscribe for more psychological deep dives into the stars.